Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Gopinath, Radha Gopinath Shri Radhe. जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय श्री राधे जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवा तुम्हें जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय Prabhupada jaya jaya Prabhupada jaya jaya Gurudev jaya jaya Gurudev Nitai Gaura Haribo Nitai Gaura Haribo Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo Namo Vishpat Paramahansa Parivajagacharya Ashtotashata His Divine Grace Abhay Chanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai ISKCON Founder Acharya Beauty Founder Acharya Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Namacharya Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda Ki Jai प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि श्री गौर भक्तवृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय श्री श्री वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की जय श्री श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय गंगा माई जमुना माई की जय भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय उपस्थित समवेत गौर भक्तवृंद की जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 10, titled Departure of Lord Krishna for Dwarka, and we are going to go through text number 24. Savayam Sakhi Anugita Satkatho. Savayam Sakhi Anugita Satkatho. Vedeshu Guyeshu Cha Guyavadivihi. Vedeshu Guyeshu Cha Guyavadivihi. Ya Eka Isho Jagadatma Leelaya. य एकैशो जगदात्मलीलया श्रीजाति अवति अतिना तत्र सज्जते श्रीजाति अवति अतिनास्तत्र सज्जते सवयं सखी अनुगीत सत्कथो वेदेषु गुह्येषु च गुह्यवादिभिः य एकैशो जगदात्मलीलया श्रीजाति अवति अतिना तत्र सज्जते सवयं सखी अनुगीत सत्कथो वेदेषु गुह्येषु च गुह्यवादिभिः य एकैशो जगदात्मलीलया श्रीजाति अवति अतिना तत्र सज्जते वेदेषु गुह्येषु च गुह्यवादिभिः श्रीजाति अव्याति अतिना तत्र सज्जते सवयं सखी अनुगीत सत्कथो यादेशो जगदात्मलीलया श्रीजाति अवति अतिना तत्र सज्जते माताजी सवयं सखी अनुगीत सत्कथो वेदेषु गुह्येषु च गुह्यवादिभिः य एकैशो जगदात्मलीलया श्रीजाति अवति अतिना तत्र सज्जते सा he why also I am this Sakhi, O my friend, Anugita, described, Satkataha, the excellent pastimes, Vedeshu, in the Vedic literatures, Guhyeshu, confidentially, Cha, as also, Guhyavadivihi, by the Supreme Controller. Sorry, my mistake. By the confidential devotees. Ya, one who, Ekaha, one only, Ishaha, the Supreme Controller, Jagat, of the complete creation, Atma, Supersoul, Leelaya, by manifestation of pastime, Srijati, creates, Avati Ati, also maintains and annihilates. Na, never, tatra, there, sajjate, becomes attached to it. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Oh dear friends, here is the very personality of Godhead whose attractive and confidential pastimes are described in the confidential parts of Vedic literature by his great devotees. It is he only who creates, maintains, and annihilates the material world and yet remains unaffected. Purport. As it is stated in the Bhagavad Gita, all the Vedic literatures are glorifying the greatness of Lord Sri Krishna. Here it is confirmed in the Bhagavatam also. The Vedas are expanded by many branches and sub-branches by great devotees and empowered incarnation of the Lord like Vyasa, Narada, Sukadev Goswami, the Kumaras, Kapila, Prahlad, Janaka, Bali, and Yamraj. But in the Bhagavatam especially, the confidential part of his activities are described by the confidential devotee Sukadev Goswami. In the Vedanta Sutras or Upanishads, there is only a hint of the confidential parts of his pastime. In such Vedic literature as the Upanishads, the Lord has expressively been distinguished from the mundane conception of his existence. His identity being fully spiritual, his form, name, quality, paraphernalia, etc. have been elaborately distinguished from matter, and therefore he is sometimes misunderstood by less intelligent person as impersonal. But factually, he is the Supreme Person, Bhagavan, and he is partially represented as Paramatma or impersonal Brahman. Om Agyana Timirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sa Padantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shiyuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Gunatam Tam Sajivam Swadvaitam Savadutam Parigana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Laita Shri Vishakhan He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Bhakta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrinda Vaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vansha Kalpa Taru Vesha Kripa Sindhu Vaevacha Patitanang Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So we are in this section where Lord Krishna is living for Dwarka. And this is the conversations between the ladies of Hastinapur. So Lord Krishna is living and they went to the rooftop and they're saying that Lord Krishna is leaving and they are having this conversation among each other. So the ladies, we can see that from their conversation that they have the full knowledge that, who the Lord is, because they are here, addressing the Lord as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So they know it. But at the same time, because they are in a female body, they can't go and directly serve the Lord. But how they're doing it, how they're serving the Lord is by glorifying the Lord. So sometimes, we see that direct service is obviously, devotees becomes more attracted towards that. Because obviously when you have directly, you are contacting, then the human, like, our senses get some more pleasure. But here, we see that in the spiritual world, or in the, spiritual platform, direct, indirect, anything, when you are serving the Lord, it doesn't have any distinguish between them. Because when you are actually have the love for the Godhead, then basically it doesn't matter, if you are sitting in the temple, or if you are at your home, or in some very remote places where there is no temple, no deities, you can still, experience that love. So here the the ladies, they are describing about Krishna's, the sweetness of Krishna's pastime, and how it has been, the Vedas. It's actually the gist of the Vedas is about glorification of the Lord. So the Vedas, all the Vedas has been created, they are actually glorifying the Lord and Lord's pastime with his devotees. So here in the in this section, when we see that the ladies, they are not getting the chance to go to the Lord and serve directly, rather them or anyone. We see that, they are expressing their heart out here. That, how they, because in the previous verses also we see, we heard that, how much love and affection they are feeling for the Lord. So here, in this section, everybody is looking at the Lord directly. So, but not everyone have this same feeling towards the Lord. Some even it was interesting that it doesn't mean that if the Lord suddenly comes in front of you today, you'll feel that ecstasy. Because everyone is in a different platform, that they will feel their love accordingly toward the Lord, according to their bhakti. So even today, just suddenly, if Krishna appears before us, so as per the level that we are within our bhakti, we will reciprocate in that way. Because sometimes it's hard to imagine. We might think that, oh, Krishna will come and then I will do this, I will do that, I will do this, I will do that. But if you don't have that love within you, and all the services that we have been performing has been done in more mechanical way rather than in loving way, then what will happen that, yes, even whoever comes, there will be little bit difference in you, but then you will see that actually you will do the same thing that you are doing now. So every devotee sees the Lord in a different way. When Krishna and Balaram, they first came to Mathura and they entered the arena for the wrestling arena, then there, the different people were looking at them in a different way, as per their level. Because not obviously we had Kamsa, Chanura, Mushtika, all of them were there. They were looking at him in a way, certain way, and all the inhabitants of Mathura and people from Vrindavan, they were looking at him at a different way. So it's interesting to understand that, how the level of love actually makes that difference. So when when that level goes to a certain point, then doesn't matter if the love, if the Lord comes in front of you or not. You'll always feel that same ecstasy. It doesn't have to be. And similar to that, even Lord, or when we are doing some services, like service to to the devotees, to sannyasis, to our gurus. Sometimes it felt the direct service is the most pleasurable one. First of all, we shouldn't think about our pleasure, we should think about their pleasure. But it's actually any service, whatever service has been given, that, the devotees takes it very nicely. During the time of Srila Prabhupada, there was we see that not many times, like, very few times that Srila Prabhupada himself, like before that himself, he got very little association with his Guru Maharaj, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur gave Prabhupada few instructions. It's not like that Prabhupada spent time, years and years with his Guru Maharaj, because he was a grihastha. So he had to go back to home and run his business and take care of his family. So it's very few times that he met with his Guru Maharaj. And his Guru Maharaj gave him few instructions, like 2 or 3. Like first was like, you are good in English, so go out of India and preach in the Western world. That is one. One is, if you have money, then print books. These are like 1 or 2 instructions. But Srila Prabhupada just took them. He just took it like, that is his main mantra of his life. And the most important thing is he became accountable to those instructions. So it's very important to understand this, this accountability. We have 2 kinds of accountability, right? External and internal. So to make it simple, let's discuss it within our platform, here. Suppose we have external accountabilities, like we have some service that we have to perform, we have to go out, do some service, or we have to run some programs, or we have to run something, and we do it. We try to do it with as much as sincerity, devotion. So that is one, external accountability. And then the other part is the internal accountability. Internal accountability is that 4 vows that we have taken during the time of our initiation. And we try to see that how much accountable we are to them. We took that 4 vows, and then we have also took the vow that we will never leave ISKCON. We will always serve Srila Prabhupada. So, because maintaining the internal accountability and thinking about it and make improvement in it is much harder than the external accountabilities. The external accountabilities is you can go and you can do it with your dedication, and you finish it, and then you come back. Right? Does it make sense? The external accountabilities are also you have to put effort, but it's easier. But the internal ones, there is no one else, it's you. And you have to question yourself. And then if sometimes it's not happening, you can also okay, that's fine. But external, you can't make that, changes. Because there are things depending on it. But the internal one, there comes the sincerity part. Okay, so the first thing is obviously our sadhana, chanting. So we are doing our chanting. We are doing chanting every day. We have taken a vow that we are going to do minimum 16 rounds of chanting when you get initiated. But then the accountability part is thinking about it, that, okay, is my chanting, am I chanting properly? Am I reading Srila Prabhupada's books? So these kind of things, there is no one else to question you. Ourselves, we have to ask that question. So when it becomes when it comes to that kind of area, then unfortunately, it happens that we become a little bit slack. And most of the time, we try to put more emphasis on the external ones rather than the internal one. But the problem is, the more you put more focus on the external one and not the internal one, you will see that the service that you're doing outside, that becomes compromised. You can go and take darshan there from this side. Yeah, you can walk from there. So if you don't, for the externalities, whatever you try to do. So it is like that, that example that we read, that you have a parrot in a golden cage, and every day you are brushing the golden cage, but you are not feeding the parrot anything. So the cage is looking very nice, shiny, but the inside is very dirty. And at what point of time it will happen that the parrot, dies? So that's why that internal accountability, we see like Srila Prabhupada, he took those, those instructions, he becomes accountable to it. And every time when someone comes and, tells him something regarding those services, he took it that it's coming from his Guru Maharaj. So give you an example, like in Delhi, when Srila Prabhupada was distributing the Back to Godhead, right? So he came so this is the time that he decided that he wants to go to America. So he came to Delhi and he was trying to get arrange some finances, obviously to buy the tickets. So he was having these magazines, Back to Godhead, which he used to read himself, he used to write himself, he used to proofread it, and then he used to go to the press every morning. He used to walk there and give them the copy for printing. So, and then at some point of time when he was distributing it, and Delhi usually get pretty hot. Like Delhi's weather is, on the winter it gets really cold, and summer it gets really hot. So one day when Srila Prabhupada was distributing, and then he was really tired, and he became dizzy and he falls on the road. So then few devotees came and helped him. And then he regained consciousness, and after that, one person told him that, Swamiji, it's good that you are distributing this, pamphlets. It was not a full-fledged magazine; it was like a pamphlet. So he told to Srila Prabhupada that it is good that you are giving to the pamphlet, but usually what happened with the pamphlet, they just look at it and they throw it out. So why don't you write books? So Srila Prabhupada said, oh, yes, this was my instruction from my Guru Maharaj. And then he started translating Srimad Bhagavatam. So in Delhi, in that house, I think in Chipiwara somewhere, he started translating Srimad Bhagavatam. And then we see in every point in his life, he always makes this point that the Guru Maharaj instructions, print books. So that's why, when that accountability comes from inside, then you will see that progress in spiritual life. Otherwise, that external accountability, you can do volumes of things, lots and lots of things. You can be 24/7. You have service after service, work after work you are doing. But if that internal accountability is not there, where you are asking yourself, okay, how I'm going? Am I actually maintaining all these vows that I have taken? Then that purity doesn't come, if it is not happening. So for these ladies on the rooftop of Hastinapur, they have that love. They have that internal accountability. They are thinking about the Lord 24/7. So only doing service, Krishna says in the Canto 11, that only doing sadhana you are not going to get the love. It's not possible only by doing sadhana. You have to, when you do your sadhana, you go to that level, and then you have to actually grow your love for the Lord. And that can only be happening when you're understanding from inside that, okay, this is a service to the Lord, and I have to do it in a loving way. And when we sing in a loving way, it means with all together, without hurting anyone, without make sure that with what we are doing, it's a betterment for everyone. So when the mood is like that, then basically you'll see that it's ultimate good for everyone. So without that, whatever you try to do is so many things you can do, but the result at the day's end will not be that fruitful. You can do it says that in devotional service, whatever you do, it has some benefits. but it will not take you to that ultimate benefit. But these ladies, they are actually, when they're seeing the Lord, and they actually experience that love which came from that practice. So that's why their expression, it's much more sweeter than actually the reading the Vedic hymns. So it's actually said in one of these previous verse purports. I was saying that it's text 20. The translation says, absorbed in the thought of the transcendental qualities of the Lord, who is sung in select poetry, the ladies on the roofs of all the houses of Hastinapur began to talk of him. This talk was more attractive than the hymns of the Vedas. And that's the same thing we see with the gopis, right? They're like when Narada Muni went to them, when Akrura went to them, we see that their expression is completely different from everyone else. So that's why, I think, from this purport, like what Srila Prabhupada is explaining, that if we have that internal accountability sorted out, then we are in the right track. Because no one is saying that, if you are doing it or not. Only Krishna is saying, but sometimes we feel that, Krishna is also not saying, so don't worry, I'll just do my thing. So if we are not doing that part with sincerity and dedication, then basically it will be we will be living this split life. You are inside someone, outside someone. And that is actually majority of us. But we are fortunate that Srila Prabhupada is here. Srila Prabhupada has given us all the scriptures, created ISKCON, and we have all this wonderful association of the devotees. With all of us, with the association of the devotees, we can actually check ourselves. Okay, is it happening or not? Am I on the right path? It's always asking the question. I'm sure, with together, all of us, with the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, Guru Gauranga, we will reach there. So I'd like to end on that note, just to let everyone know that, everybody probably know that today is 1st of March, so there will be a Mahavishek at Mayapur today of the Panchatattva. It happens every 4 years, 4 or 5? 4 years. Every 4 years, yeah. Every 4 years. So yeah, please tune in into Mayapur TV. It will be like a spectacle. You'll see, I already heard that almost 10 to 15,000 devotees will be sitting there. So yeah, so this is something again, when we see this kind of thing, it's actually, again, rejuvenate us. We see that and recharge us, how we recharge our mobile. So on that note, we'd like to end here. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nithai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol.